The National Assembly has begun its February extra session. President Lee has asked his cabinet to show progress in economic recovery by next year. And Korea is planning to build the world's most advanced information highway by 2012. Hello and welcome to News Today on KBS World. It's Monday, the 2nd of February. I'm Nemo Kim. The National Assembly began its February extra session today. Rival parties clashed over key issues such as the handling of the deadly Yongsan clash between protesters and police and confirmation hearings for cabinet nominees.
The ruling Grand National Party calls this extra parliamentary session economy-oriented. The party is determined to pass 15 key motions, including long-delayed proposals to revive the economy and disputed bills on media reform.
2월쯤은 통과시키는 게 이게 대한민국 그 방송 발전을 위해서 또는 그 일자리 창출이나 경제 살리기 위해서 정말로 이건 필요하다.
The party also says the deadly standoff in Seoul's Yongsan district should be investigated thoroughly, but that parliament's job is to devise measures on urban redevelopment. But the main opposition Democratic Party is demanding more action on the Yongsan incident. The Liberal Party has given up launching a probe, but is still looking to grill the government in confirmation hearings for National Intelligence Service Director-designate Won Se-hoon and on the deadly clash.
진상규명이 분명히 돼서 원세훈 장관의 책임이 있다 없다가 분명해진 이후에 국정원장 내정자로서의 자격이 있는지를 따져봐야 된다고 생각합니다.
Democratic Party leader Jung Se-gyun, in a New Year's news conference, demanded a presidential apology and the dropping of National Police Agency Chief Designate Kim Seok-gi and won. Debate over the deadly clash is also likely to affect the parliamentary schedule. If the debate is drawn out, the ruling party might run out of time to pass all 15 motions before the 30-day session ends. The outcome of the extra session is also expected to impact the by-elections in April.
President Lee has urged his cabinet to show progress in economic recovery by next year. He said he expected the Korean economy to recover first in the world.
President Lee Myung-bak urged the economic recovery by next year to regain the public trust. The president stressed that the public servants are responsible for the serious economic climate.
막상 이제 내년에 들어가면 그 희망에 색이 보여야 되는 거예요. 말로만 희망하는 이야기를 내년에 가서도 또 할 수 있겠느냐.
At a television debate, Lee projected that a good economic outcome is to be anticipated next year, as the government would expand its spending and lower interest rates.
내년 들어가면 한국이 가장 먼저 높은 4.2% 이상으로 가장 높게 경제를 회복하는 나라가 될 것이다 하고 이제 또 예측을 하고 있습니다.
Lee also added that he has never intended to raise housing prices by loosening regulations, but said prices should be lowered further. He said he was considering of rental housing projects and distributing more affordable houses. Lee said the renovation of the 4 big rivers was not merely a construction project, costing more than $10 billion. It has been designed to protect the ecosystem, promote tourism, and create more jobs. As for unemployment issues, Lee suggested groups like the Federation of Korean Industries to have conglomerates provide employment privileges to young Koreans who have worked at smaller firms in rural areas.
Korea plans to build the world's most advanced information highway by 2012. The government has announced plans to increase wireless internet networks by 10 times. This is expected to revolutionize life in Korea.
Internet Protocol TV allows TV viewing in real time at home or the office. Korea is expected to launch IPTV on-the-go service by 2012. This will allow people to watch IPTV through wireless internet. The Korea Communications Commission will build an ultra-broadband convergence network for this service. Once the network is installed, the speed of wired internet will rise to 1 gigabyte per second and that of wireless to 10 megabytes per second. That's 10 times faster than today's internet speed. The new service also enables two-way transactions while watching TV with resolution 16 times higher than existing high-definition TV. People can use in various environments large capacity and high-quality multi-services, combining the functions of land and mobile phones, internet, and media.
국민들이 언제 어디서나 그리고 누구나 양방향 맞춤형 서비스를 누릴 수 있는 생활 혁명이 일어날 것으로 기대하고 있습니다.
The Commission and companies plan to invest nearly $24 billion to build a more advanced information highway.
Tension is growing since North Korea nullified all political and military inter-Korean agreements. Residents on Yeonpyeong Island off Korea's west coast went through two armed clashes in recent years. We went to meet the islanders.
Around 1,700 South Koreans live on Yeonpyeong Island, located just several kilometers from North Korea in the peninsula's west coast. As usual, fishing boats head south of the island, and fishermen check the nets in the water. But the island's residents complain difficult living condition. Fishing boats get frequent radio calls to report their location, and even workers avoid getting aboard.
다 육지 선원들인데 들으려고는 안 한다고 이거. 아 불안하면서 누가 목숨 걸고 연병도 가지고 가냐고.
Residents currently busy sorting oysters show concerns about the crab season just around the corner.
저쪽 전방적으로 좀 가야 꽃게가 있는데 저 이북에서 그러니까 여기서 또 함부로 못 나가게 할 거고.
From Yeonpyeong Island, in vicinity of the northern limit line, North Korea is within range of eyesight. The South patrol ships and guard posts have been more vigilant over the north to show the growing tensions between the two Koreas. The situation has made life more difficult for residents of Yeonpyeong Island.
Some former North Korean refugees who were doctors before coming to South Korea have passed national exams to continue their medical careers. A law revision has allowed those whose educational backgrounds can be confirmed to take the test.
Chung Sung-il escaped from North Korea in 2006. Since coming to South Korea, he's worked as a construction worker and wedding photographer, but says he's never found fulfillment. This is because South Korea did not recognize his medical degree and 6 years of experience as a physician in the North.
실감나죠. 강 건너던 생각부터 있지 한꺼번에 고생했던 생각 순간에 다 떠오르고 저절로 눈물 나고.
But a 2007 law revision allowed former North Korean refugees to take medical license exams once their educational backgrounds were confirmed. Chung got the opportunity he wanted and passed the test. The process was far from easy. Chung says foreign medical terms were especially difficult. Kim Ji-eun in North Korea worked as a doctor of Oriental medicine for 8 years until she came to the South in 2002. Her educational and job credentials were not recognized here either. But she's passed the exam to practice Oriental medicine and is set to continue her career here.
어차피 남과 북을 다 배웠으니까 좀 더 이렇게 두 부분에 대한 걸 합해서 좀 더 원숙한 뭘 만들어낼 수 있으면 더욱 좋고요.
The achievements of these two are giving hope to other former North Koreans trying to make it in South Korea.
25 Korean-American officers work at the Olympic Police Station that opened in Koreatown in LA earlier this year. And an American policeman fluent in Korean has joined the team. We went to meet him.
This white police officer speaks fluent Korean. This is Officer Kenneth Bussier of the LA Police Department's Olympic Station in Koreatown. Thanks to his fluent Korean, he works with 25 other Korean American policemen here. Ethnic Koreans in the U.S. with limited English proficiency often rely on this versatile officer.
접근과 협박한 거 제가 리포트를 명예훼손한 거를
근데 이거 나중에 언제 인베스티게이션 다 해서요. 당신한테 좀 할게요.
He had lived in Korea for more than 15 months. He persisted on working around the Koreatown area after becoming a policeman.
네, 제가 한국말 아니면 콩글리시 해요. 그냥 같이 버디 랭귀지 같이 많이 할 수 있어요.
어서 오세요.
잘 지냈어요?
예, 아유, 한국말 이렇게 잘하세요? 그러세요?
He likes to have Korean foods as well.
로소 비빔밥도 해주세요.
He watches Korean soap operas and listens to Korean music. He has even experienced a traditional hwangtobang, or an old-style Korean sauna. This American officer soaked in Korean culture says he's happy to serve for Koreans in LA.
The mild weather is attracting more tourists to coastal areas. They're visiting beaches in winter, and this is giving a much-needed boost to businesses in the areas.
A silent winter sea attracts tourists. The parents watch their child having fun on a winter seashore.
날씨도 따뜻하고 바다를 보니까 마음도 확 트이고 정말 기분도 좋고 행복하네요.
A grandfather and his grandson look for oysters on rocks. Cliffs around the seashore make a cozy setting for tourists. Business is seeing a rare boom here, with many people attracted to beaches amid mild weather.
탐방 여러분들이 많이 찾아주시니까는 장사도 잘 되고 지역 경제로서 상당히 좋죠.
The unique charm of beaches in winter is attracting tourists, helping small business owners in coastal regions weather difficult economic times.
Balmy weather has followed a cold spell, bringing spring flowers to blossom on the southern island of Jeju. So let's take a look at the gorgeous sight.
Bright yellow rape seeds are in full bloom along the sunny coast. The sweet fragrance from the flowers attracts bees. Visitors marvel at the blossoming flowers.
글쎄요, 겨울인 줄 알고 왔는데 유채꽃을 보니까 좀 남다르네요. 여기가 남쪽이라는 느낌을 확실히 받네요.
Spring has already arrived in this coastal botanical garden. Apricot blossoms, the spring harbinger, have already bloomed to attract visitors with their elegance. The white narcissus pushes away the lingering winter with its subtle fragrance.
복수초가 피기 시작했고 개나리 같은 경우는 한 1월 초부터 피기 시작했습니다. 지금 조금 더 한 10일 정도 있으면은 매화가 완전히 만개할 거로 보이고 있습니다.
Spring flowers bloom about 15 days earlier in Jeju Island than other regions in Korea. They show spring is just around the corner.
The appeal of visiting a used bookstore is turning over the yellowed pages and finding just the book you want. Now, it's become harder to find good used bookstores, but lately they've been making a comeback. Pedari in Incheon is famous for its used bookstores. Yellowed books piled high outside the door are a sight typical of used bookstores.
보통 20년, 30년 이렇게들 오시는 분들이 많으시죠.
학생 때 들어오잖아요. 학생 때 들어오고 그러다가 나이 잡수신 분 오시는데 그때는 인생이 깊어져요. 그럼 그 깊어지는 만큼의 당신님들의 책을 또 찾으러 오시는 거거든요. 그러니까 그런 분들의 모습을 보면서 좋죠.
Old books have been owned by many different people, so sometimes the books contain love letters or diary entries of previous owners.
이날 제가 태어나지도 않았지만 이때 비가 왔었고 이제 거의 사람 마무를 통해서 이 책을 읽고 자기만의 이렇게 느낌을 쓴 것 같아서 되게 나름의 감동이 또 책과는 다른 감동이 있는 것 같아서 좋은 것 같아요.
And used books are, of course, affordable. Books just as good as new are 30 to 50% cheaper. Above the bookstore, there's a special place opened only during the weekends. It's an attic filled with old anthologies of poems. Poetry readings also take place here.
그 중에 가장 슬픈 이야기는 내가 살아온 삶이라고. 책으로 쓰면 몇 권인지 알 수 없을 긴 이야기.
Some famous poets are known to take part in the readings.
생전 안 해봤던 걸 해볼 수 있는 거, 느낌, 살아있는 거, 그렇고 되게 좋죠.
Some of these used bookstores have automatic doors. Books are categorized by subject in the spacious store. At first glance, it rivals any other bookstore. Off to one side of the store, there are some 2,000 LP records. There are also decades-old children's magazines. At the time, they cost only 3 cents, but now they have become rare, expensive commodities. But the fun of shopping at used bookstores is in the bargaining.
5권 37,500원이었는데 사장님이 깎아주셔서 3만 원 주셨거든요. 횡재한 기분이에요.
Filled with cute decorations, this is a book cafe where people can read books and relax with coffee and tea. Now what's different about the cafe is that it deals only in used books.
책만 막 엄청 꽂혀 있으면 또 부담스럽기도 하고 또 지저분하면 좀 들어오기 싫기도 하고 그렇잖아요. 친근하게 오다 가다 들릴 수도 있고 자연스럽고 좀 친근한 느낌을 내려고 많이 노력을 했거든요.
The cafe's owner collected some 2,000 used books from all over the world. He displays only what he's read and recommends. Time seems to flow backward at the used book cafe. There, you can take it easy with coffee and enjoy various cultural events. Second-hand bookstores filled with the warmth of the past are perfect to travel down the memory lane. And it's time now for a look at today's economic indicators, followed by world weather. And that's it for this edition of News Today. Join me tomorrow at the same time. Have a great day.